What if the key to transformation, both physical and spiritual, lay hidden within the ancient wisdom of alchemy? A man who defied conventional medicine and redefined healing, Paracelsus was not only an alchemist but also a physician, a philosopher, and a mystic. Join us as we unveil the secrets of Paracelsus, the man who merged science, magic, and medicine to reshape the world of healing. Born in 1493 in Einsiedeln, Switzerland, Philippus Aurelius Theophrastus Bombastus von Hohenheim, later known as Paracelsus, would go on to challenge the very foundations of medieval medicine. At a time when physicians rigidly followed the teachings of Hippocrates, Galen, and Avicenna, Paracelsus dismissed blind adherence to ancient texts. He believed that true medical knowledge could only be gained through direct observation, hands-on experimentation, and an understanding of nature itself. Unlike his contemporaries, who attributed diseases to an imbalance of the four humors, blood, phlegm, black bile, and yellow bile, Paracelsus argued that external factors such as toxins, minerals, and even spiritual influences played a crucial role in health and disease. He explored the alchemy of medicine, using chemical compounds like mercury, sulfur, and salt in treatments, a radical departure from herbal remedies alone. Paracelsus' bold ideas paved the way for modern pharmacology, advocating that the dose makes the poison, a principle that remains central to toxicology today. He saw the human body as an interconnected system rather than a collection of isolated parts, emphasizing the importance of holistic healing. His defiance of medical dogma and his innovative use of chemicals in medicine marked a turning point in history, challenging centuries-old beliefs and inspiring future generations of scientists. The elemental forces and alchemical medicine. Paracelsus was deeply influenced by the philosophy of alchemy, but his vision went far beyond the pursuit of turning lead into gold. For him, alchemy was the science of transformation, not of metals, but of the human body and soul. At the heart of his medical philosophy lay the tria prima, the three fundamental substances that he believed governed both the material world and the human body. Sulfur, the principle of combustion and transformation, representing the soul and metabolism. Mercury, the fluid principle, linked to movement, circulation, and the mind. Salt, the solid, stabilizing force, symbolizing the body's structure and preservation. Paracelsus saw disease as an imbalance of these three elements, rather than the classical Greek notion of the four humors. By manipulating these substances through alchemy, he sought to restore harmony and health. But his vision of alchemy was not merely theoretical, it was profoundly practical. Unlike traditional physicians who relied solely on herbs and astrology, Paracelsus introduced the use of distillations, tinctures, and minerals in medicine. His remedies combined botanical extracts with purified metals like antimony, mercury, and lead, believing that in the right dosage, even poisonous substances could heal rather than harm. His famous doctrine, "the dose makes the poison," revolutionized the way medicine was understood, laying the foundation for modern pharmacology and toxicology. Through careful experimentation, he crafted potent elixirs and spagyric remedies, medicines refined through separation, purification, and recombination, mirroring the alchemical process of transmutation. Medical magic and mysticism. Paracelsus wasn't just a scientist. He was also a mystic, an astrologer, and a healer who believed in the unseen forces shaping human health. To him, disease was not merely a physical affliction but also a spiritual disturbance, often caused by unseen celestial or supernatural influences. Unlike the rigid dogmas of medieval medicine, Paracelsus embraced a holistic approach that intertwined science, spirituality, and the occult. His healing methods often included astrology. He believed celestial bodies influenced both health and disease. Before administering treatments, he consulted the positions of the stars and planets, ensuring that healing aligned with cosmic rhythms. Magical sigils and talismans. Paracelsus inscribed protective symbols on talismans, believing that these encoded energies could channel divine forces to ward off illness. Some of these sigils were drawn from ancient grimoires, while others were his own mystical inventions. Alchemy as spiritual medicine. Just as metals were purified through alchemical transmutation, he believed the human soul could be purified from sickness through a balance of spiritual and material elements. But perhaps one of his most fascinating beliefs was the doctrine of signatures, the idea that nature marked plants with clues about their healing properties. According to this concept, a plant's shape, color, or texture resembled the organ or ailment it could treat. For example, lungwort, Pulmonaria officinalis, with its lung-shaped leaves, was believed to heal respiratory illnesses. Walnuts, resembling the human brain, were thought to enhance cognitive function. St. John's wort, with its blood-red sap, was used to treat wounds and ward off negative energies. This fusion of mysticism, herbalism, and empirical observation made Paracelsus a controversial figure in his time. To some, he was a heretic, a sorcerer meddling with dangerous forces. To others, he was a visionary, a physician who understood the delicate interplay between body, mind, and spirit. The legacy of a rebel Paracelsus was a rebel, a visionary, and a relentless challenger of tradition. His refusal to adhere to the rigid doctrines of medieval medicine made him both revered and reviled. While some saw him as a genius ahead of his time, others denounced him as a heretic, a madman, and an alchemical sorcerer. His unorthodox methods, burning medical textbooks he deemed outdated, challenging the revered teachings of Galen and Avicenna, and openly criticizing university-trained physicians, made him a target of fierce opposition. In some cases, his radical ideas led to exile, forcing him to wander through Europe, healing people and continuing his research in secrecy. Yet, despite the controversy, Paracelsus' impact on medicine is undeniable. His ideas reshaped the very foundations of healing, laying the groundwork for homeopathy. His belief that small doses of toxic substances could stimulate the body's healing response became a cornerstone of homeopathic medicine. Holistic medicine. He emphasized the interconnection of the body, mind, and spirit, advocating for a personalized approach to healing rather than a one-size-fits-all treatment. Modern toxicology. His famous doctrine, the dose makes the poison, remains a fundamental principle in toxicology, influencing how we understand the effects of chemicals, drugs, and poisons on the human body. Pharmacology and chemistry in medicine. By using minerals, metals, and chemical compounds in treatments, Paracelsus helped bridge the gap between alchemy and modern pharmaceutical science. His work set the stage for the development of synthetic drugs, laboratory-based medicine, and biochemical treatments. Even centuries after his death in 1541, Paracelsus' spirit of innovation and defiance lives on. His bold challenge to established medical traditions inspired future scientists, from Robert Boyle to modern-day pharmacologists, ensuring that medicine remained an evolving, experimental science rather than a static belief system. Today, his ideas continue to inspire those who seek knowledge beyond the limits of conventional science. Was Paracelsus a scientist ahead of his time, or was he truly an alchemical healer guided by secret forces? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching Mystic Realms. If you enjoyed this journey into alchemical wisdom, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more mysteries of the occult and esoteric knowledge. Until next time, stay curious.